Hello everyone, my name is Gaston from Markman Advisors. I'm here for the inaugural Markman Minute. Wanted to talk to everybody about a big ticket patent litigation with a big hearing scheduled for April 7, 2015 at the Federal Circuit in Washington, D.C. This is a case involving semiconductor company Marvell in a patent dispute that was brought against them by Carnegie Mellon University. In this particular case, Carnegie Mellon has asserted 2 patents against Marvell, and the reason why this hearing is of such interest to investors is because Carnegie Mellon was successful in getting one of the largest patent victories of all time. Damages in the case are currently over $1.5 billion, and this is a significant impact on Marvell's share price, and in particular on their cash flows and need to potentially have to pay out Carnegie Mellon for use of the patents. What do we expect to happen at the hearing? Well, like any other Federal Circuit hearing, there's going to be a number of legal issues being discussed by the parties. As you can imagine, with such a high value case, there's going to be a lot of attention from both analysts in the investor community and on the patent side. So we expect a pretty good crowd in the courtroom. And the oral argument could touch on any one of the topics that came up in the case, most likely to include a discussion of the damages verdict, which is something that Marvell is contesting very, very strongly. They have made some substantive arguments that there's no way that these patents are worth anywhere near $1 billion plus. And that would obviously be a great success for them if they were able to get their exposure cut as a result of this appeal process. Oral arguments in the Federal Circuit tend to be 15 minutes each side. Because of the importance of this case and upon Marvell's request, the Federal Circuit has given 30 minutes aside. That suggests that the judges are aware of the size of the verdict, the importance of the case, and the issues that are going to be addressed. What do we look for when we go to a hearing like this? Well, we look to see what are the issues that the Federal Circuit is picking up on. Are they really focused on the damages issues? Are they more concerned with some of the liability decisions that were reached by the trial court below? One of the things that makes these hearings exciting is that really, literally everything's up for grabs. If it's in the briefs, if it's an argument made by the parties, the judges have the option of focusing on it. We know where Marvell is going. Marvell is arguing that A, they shouldn't be liable in the first place, and B, even if they are liable, that there's no way that this verdict should be anywhere close to $1 billion, and they're asking for a new trial. In contrast, Carnegie Mellon is, taking the position that we're a university, we invest in our scientists, and we need to monetize our intellectual property. And Marvell went ahead and used our technology without permission, and they need to pay for it. So this is a big case. There's a lot of juicy legal issues. There's a lot of investor interest, and we look forward to attending the hearing in person and reporting back on where we hear. From an investor perspective, one of the things to keep in mind is that there's been recent precedent for these Federal Circuit hearings actually driving a movement in the share price of the companies involved. I'm thinking of a situation a couple of months back with a company called Vernetics. They had a judgment against Apple for $368 million. They went to the Federal Circuit argument. The Federal Circuit panel came down really hard on Vernetics' lawyers regarding the damages issues, and that ended up having a material negative impact on Vernetics' share price even before the decision came down. Now, Marvell's a larger company. It's obviously subject to a whole host of other market forces, but I think the consensus here is that any company with $1.5 billion judgment against it would obviously benefit if that exposure was taken care of. I'm Gaston from Markman Advisors. If you'd like to see more of this content, you can find it on mimesiswebtv.com, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. See you guys next week.